problem, a juice company has found that the marginal cost of producing X pints of fresh squeezed orange juice is given by this function right here. So we're going to approximate the total cost of producing 282 pints of juice using 3 subintervals over the interval from 0 to 282. So I don't know exactly what the graph of this quadratic looks like. I'm just going to estimate that maybe it's like that. That's probably not right, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going from 0 to 282. So I want to use 3 subintervals, so I need to divide 282 by 3 to see what the width of each one should be, and it's 94. So we'll do 94, and then 94 times 2 is going to be 188. Yes, that sounds right. Okay, so those are my 3 rectangles. So my first rectangle goes from 0 to 94, and the height of it is going to be at the left end point, which will be C prime of 0 times the height of 94, plus the next rectangle goes from 94 over to 188. So its height is C prime of 94 times the width of 94. And my last rectangle is C prime of 188 is the height times the width of 94. So C prime of 0 is 0, 0, 2. Then for C prime of 94 and for 188, I'm just going to have to calculate those out here. Since I only need 2 numbers, I'm just going to type them in directly. So 0.00, goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Okay, x is 94, so times 94 squared minus 0.0015 times 94 plus 2 comes to, and let's take it out to a number of decimals, so 1.8855 should be good enough. 94 plus C prime of 188. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 88 squared plus minus 0.0015 times 94. I'm plugging in. Actually, that should say 188 there. Times 188 plus 2. It's 1.8240 times 94. So we'll approximate that number. 2 times 94 plus 1.8855 times 94 plus 1.8240 times 94 comes to 536.693. We're going to say 536.693. Okay, let's try entering that in. 536.693 would round to the nearest cent. And it's not correct. Okay, let's see if we can figure out where our error is. Okay, there's a nice little graph there, which is exactly what we did. So 2, and then that value, and that value looks like we're pretty close. I don't know. I may have made an error in entering it or in rounding, either way. Okay, so C prime of 0 is correct, times 90. Oh, I didn't multiply times 90. No, I didn't multiply times 94, didn't I? Let's check that I did. Yeah, I multiplied them all individually by 94. The only thing that could throw this potential up a little bit would be rounding. Let's see. Oh, I can't scroll. Well, maybe I can scroll up. No, I can't go back and see what I did. So 0.03 times 188 squared minus 0.0015 times 188 to the first plus 2 that looks correct. Okay, and then for C prime of 94 is 0.0000003 times 94 squared minus 0.0015 times 94 plus 2 is 1.8855. That looks correct, which makes me think that this is a rounding error. So let's do that plus, I'm going to re-enter this answer to as many decimals as I can, and then add 2, and then multiply the sum of all 3 times 94. So I'm effectively going to factor out this 94. 1 point, retyping that is 824032. That's that number, except not rounded, plus 2. And then times 94 gives me, that did cause a rounding error. 536, this time it rounds up to 0.70. 536 times 0.7. This is off by a penny. Let's see if that's my problem. Oh, it says round all intermediate values to the nearest thousand. That's where I'm off. Okay, so I need to round to 3 decimals. So on the rounding, I'm sure. Instead of more decimals, I actually need less. So let's round that down, say, to point right here, that one. I'm going to round to 1.886. I'll round this one to 1.824. I had already done that. And then there's this plus 2 times 94 out here. No, calculator. So, where's my, here it is. Okay, let's try less decimals. So 2 times 94 plus 1.886, rounding this 5 up to 6, times 94 plus 1.824 times 94. Okay, it comes to 536.74. 36.74. Let's try that one. It's all about following the directions. 36.74. There we go. So round the intermediate values to the nearest thousandth. I would not actually have you do that on a test, but